So hello, in this video we are going to be discussing on what to expect in the episode 9 of the Campus Chronicles. Yes, many of the things that I've been talking about have just been coming to pass. In this video I'm going to be revealing everything that you need to expect in the coming episode. But if you are new to this channel, do well to click on the subscribe button, do well to like this video, and let's go. The first thing to expect is that Kewe's mother might be the savior after knowing everything that her son Kewe has actually gone through, especially with the father. Right now, we have actually seen Kewe's mother entered Kewe's life. And to be very honest, I feel like this is a chance to actually prove herself as being worthy of being called the mother. And I feel like the only thing that she could actually help herself with is actually coming in to help him at this point. So with what I'm actually seeing, she might actually be the one to actually really help Kewe out of this problem, because the way episode 8 actually ended, showcasing the fact that it is time that you are supposed to commit the atrocity of unaliving your father, I actually feel like Kewe's mother is the one that is actually going to come through and just help out in the situation. I don't know how she's going to do it. Probably she's going to just have to call Jonathan and all of these things. I can't actually figure a way out yet, but I actually think that's what it's going to be. That Kewe's mother, since she has not left yet and she's still staying in that house, she might probably get an intel of how to actually communicate things with them, Jonathan, just to prevent the killing that he's supposed to commit towards his father. And to be very honest, this story is actually teaching us something very, very vital, that being in your child's life is something that you should not take for a joke. That your son can actually have that influence, being influenced to come and unalive you, says a lot about you. And we can also take the fact that the father probably sent some people to actually want to beat him up and all of these things without him knowing that actually it's his son that is doing that too. So all of this put together, it says a lot about you. How are you treating your child as a father? Because for you to get to a point that you have to receive these riches, knowing the consequence of his action is doesn't actually make sense. So the next thing to expect is that Kewe might not be able to kill his father, but there will definitely be consequence for it. Yes, with the look of things like this, Kewe might not be able to kill his father. I feel like there's something coming in to actually protect Kewe in all of this. I don't know what it is yet, but I feel like there is something that is going to protect Kewe in all of this, but I don't know it yet. But I feel like Kewe is not going to kill his father. And to be very honest with you, fathers, be there in your son's life, because all of these things that is actually happening is just because somebody is absent. Another thing to expect is the fact that there will be war between Jonathan and the gang members. Continue. Everybody knows that these people are now fighting each other right now. These people are now coming for each other. You know, the way he was drugged and all of these things that actually happened that made Kewe really angry. So it's going to be war in the next episode. It's going to be war with all indicators showing that there is going to be a war. And it might be the friend that is actually neglecting and even coming for him and being there for him that will even protect him from these gang members. But I just feel like it is going to be war for Kewe, especially at the first instance of the next episode. You're going to see that happen. Another thing to expect is the fact that Jonathan will finally find out about the relationship between his dad, Kewe, and himself. Yes, if you look at everything that is going on, it is high time that we get to see that Jonathan will now find out that Kewe is also his brother. So after every of these things that has actually gone on between all of them, Kewe is actually his brother. And it will actually be, I don't know. What do you actually think the reaction would be if actually Jonathan finds out that Kewe is actually his brother? Because actually looking at the reaction after all these fights, all this friendship, brothers are falling in love with each other, you know. That's why I actually think that nobody will actually date Amira among the two. That's why I actually feel that at this point they will just continue with their life, and yeah, I just feel like nobody will be able to date Amira with the look of things right now. But let's look. The next thing to expect is the fact that Soma will finally be free, and she wouldn't need any roommate any longer. Yes, we have always seen that. One thing that me have noticed about Soma is the fact that she does not look like somebody that actually needs a roommate. Now, I've actually experienced this while in school. Somebody that, even though he does not know how to actually have somebody with him, he prefers to be alone, because there will always be issues. There are some people that they cannot have roommates. They've tried it and it did not work out for them. And I feel like that's the kind of person Soma is. No, if another person comes again to that room, Soma and that person will still have issues. And Everybody might be thinking, probably the people are the ones doing it. It might just be Soma not knowing how to handle situations like that. If you are being wise enough, you might have just known from the beginning of time that this girl that is playing you, is playing you. But she didn't realize that until she later realized. You understand? So for so many people like that, it's just better to just stay alone. And I feel like Soma is that kind of person that I would just prefer her to just be alone. So anything that gets lost, she will know that she's the one that actually lost it. If she needs to clean, she will have to clean it as at when due. When she gets to the house, she will not have to be complaining. Somebody will not have to be giving her advice and all of these things. I just feel like there are some people that it just makes sense that they are freed to be able to live their life, to avoid all these story that hurt, all these fight every now and then. Because the two roommates that Summer had, in as much as these two are wicked people, but notwithstanding, she cannot actually relate with roommates. So I just feel like it's cool that she stays alone. Another thing to expect is that at the end of the series, Amira may not truly be anybody's girlfriend in the series. Yes, with the look of things, I just feel like Amira and Jonathan and Kewe might just be friends. They might not actually showcase them in a relationship status kind of thing. You understand? Because with the look of things right now, Amira loves Kewe, right? Amira also is now seeing Jonathan in a new light. So to make everything just complete, it just makes them coming together as friends coming back together, but not as a relationship, whatever, blah blah blah. Especially if they now find out that actually Kewe is now Jonathan's brother. So these things will not get cleared up a bit. So I just feel like there will not be anybody choosing anybody at the end of the series. That's what I actually think. Another thing to expect is that Summer music will finally come to life, and she will probably be able to make music that will blow the mind of the father. Yes, I just feel like this is actually what is going to happen in the next episode. That Summer music will finally become a banger, very big banger, and when it comes out, the father will not have a choice. When she sees her daughter already glowing, already blowing, and making it already, he wouldn't have a choice. Another thing that I know is that Bella and Wiser will definitely be together. You cannot actually deny that fact. As much as I'm looking at Amira and Kewe and Jonathan as people that might probably not form together to actually, she might have to choose between each other, but the relationship between Bella and Wiser, we always stand strong. With what I'm looking at, it will always stand strong. I just feel like from the beginning of the series, these two have always been together, and they have always been there for each other, and their relationship looks like the only relationship in that group that can actually stand. You understand? If I thought any other relationship would stand, probably that would be that guy of Summer and that music producer. I just feel like that's another relationship that might probably stand, but that one is still shaking. You understand? But I actually feel like the only relationship that we stand in this series, or that we actually showcase itself towards the real girlfriend-boyfriend thing, will actually be that of Bella and Wiser. So what do you think about what I've said? Let me know in the comment section. Who is your favorite in this Nollywood series? I've always said this, that Bella is my own. Even though I'm seeing Amira, but at least Bella is my own. So who is your favorite in this series, and what do you actually think? Which other thing do you actually think we might be expecting in the series that I didn't touch? Let me know in the comment section. Do well to follow, do well to like, do well to share. See you in the next. Peace out.